A Boy No More, Chapter 8. Le chapeau, Monsieur Pickle, Mrs. Rubro said. I took off my hat and started toward my seat in the back of the room. There was a foot on the seat. Babe Gribble's foot. He was a big, hefty guy, like my friend Martin Kawahawi. The difference was that Martin Kawahawi was calm and patient and had a sense of humor. He was everything that Babe Gribble wasn't. Babe was sprawled back, watching me, not moving his foot, as if the seat belonged to him. I wanted to punch him in the face. I stood there looking at the foot. Monsieur Pickle? Et oui, Madame Rubero? I brushed Babe's foot off the seat and sat down. I never looked at him again, but for the rest of the period I was aware of his foot in the aisle. Every day in French class, Babe Gribble had his foot on my seat. Every day I knocked it off. On Friday, when I walked out of the school, I saw some kids playing ball on the baseball diamond, and I went over to watch. Babe Gribble was hitting the ball out to a couple of younger kids. He spotted me right away. "What are you doing hanging around?" he asked. "It's a free country, remember?" I'd been about to leave, but now I just stood there and watched. He was hitting the ball pretty good, and the kids had to cover the whole field. One of them, a skinny kid wearing a red jersey, looked a lot younger than the other one. He was having trouble getting to the ball, then lobbing it in, and Babe Gribble was all over him. "Move, you baboon," he yelled. "Throw it here." Nothing in the kid did satisfied Babe. He was really trying, but Babe never let up on him. "You call that a throw? My little sister throws better than that." Then he turned to me and said, "Why don't you get out there in the field, Pesco? The kid's useless." "Pelko," I said. Yeah, Pelko. Get your butt out there." "Forget it." I wasn't going to do anything that he wanted me to do. "I haven't got a glove anyway," I said. "What have you got, an alibi for everything? You got hands, meathead?" I walked away. He squawked and made like a bird. "Chicken!" That was it. I tucked my navy cap under my belt and trotted out to the field. I got behind the two kids. Babe hit the ball high over my head. I went back and caught it and whipped it into him as hard as I could. The kid he'd been riding got the next ball, and then I got another one. With the three of us out there, we were getting every ball. "Let's go, Gribble," I called. "Come on, Babe Ruth, hit it. We're falling asleep out here. Let's see you hit a ball past us." Maybe he really thought he was Babe Ruth. He was trying so hard to hit the ball past us that he missed it completely. "You want a bigger ball, Gribble? I got a basketball here for you." I stayed until the game broke up. Walking home, I looked for gum wrappers and cigarette packs to bring Bea. She stripped out the inner foil of the aluminum ball she was making for the war effort. The other day, I'd picked a rubber monkey lying in the ditch at the side of the road. Some kid must have dropped it out of the car. I gave it to Bea, and she put it on the shelf next to her little silver ball. I was cutting across the field when I spotted a tiny baby rabbit. It saw me, but it just sat there. Didn't even know enough to run away. I picked it up and closed my hand around it. It was warm. I could feel it breathing. I tucked it into my pocket. "Wait till you see what I brought you," I said to Bea when I got her at Mrs. Henson's. "Baby rabbit." She grabbed her hair. "Will it get me?" "Baby rabbits are nice, Bea." I took it out of my pocket. It lay in my hand without moving. I prodded it a little. "It's dead," Bea said. "Isn't it dead, Adam, like Daddy?" That stopped me. All this time, both Mom and I had thought Bea believed us when we told her that Dad was away at sea, just as he'd been away so many other times. "Let's get a box for the rabbit," I said. We put it into an empty cereal box and buried it under a rose bush. "Poor little baby rabbit," Bea said. "When will it come back, Adam?" I took her hand as we walked around the side of the house. She'd figured out that Dad had died, but did she really know what that meant? Not if she thought the rabbit was going to come back. "Bea," I started, but I didn't know what to say, what to tell her, so I didn't say anything. Why did she have to know anyway? Let her find out when she was a little older.